So, what are we wearing to the weddings this season? Cuckoo, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is gonna be all about what ones wear to the wedding as well, a wedding guest. From experience, I know that this can be quite challenging from time to time, especially if the dress code is involved. So, I'm gonna provide you with some options for the different circumstances, different taste preferences, color schemes, and I'll just hope that some of it will be of use to you. If not in a particular dress, then at least at the style inspiration. I'm gonna leave the links to everything that I will be wearing in the description below, and if those items aren't available anymore, the alternatives will be there. And without further ado, let's get right into it, and we are starting with what I'm wearing right now, which is probably the most obvious as well as the easiest option to go for, and that would be a slip dress. Why is it the easiest option? Well, mostly because the majority of people already have at least one slip dress in their wardrobe. Second of all, if you do not have a slip dress and you are looking for to get one, but you also want to get your wear out of it despite it being your designated wedding guest dress, slip dresses are the way to go because they are the easiest to style and they can be dressed down, dressed up, be a part of your day-to-day wardrobe. They're that easy. Considering all these facts, if you want your slip dress to be incorporated in your wardrobe so fully, you better go for something easier and more universal. For instance, this particular dress I'm wearing is maxi. It is also like a very straight silhouette and has a little bit of a contrast trim, also pretty low back. So all those facts considered, it is very much so an evening dress, although I can style it as a skirt still. That would be a pretty much so evening skirt. But if you would go for something with like a simple v-neck line, no contrast trim, also maybe like a midi length, that would do the job. But back to what I'm wearing right now, this gorgeous number is from Rihoas. I'm working with Rihoas on Instagram, so I do have a 20% off code, which goes as Anasta20C, and also Rihoas is like my go-to destination while looking for the dresses. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this piece of information while I was showing this dress as a part of a haul, but I personally think that this is like a perfect wedding guest dress. It is simple, still is undeniably evening wear, and the color palette is also pretty much so universal because it's this kind of pearlescent pinky-ish color, but it still like adds something extra because of this very subtle contrast trim. For me personally, it brings the contrast to my face, so the dress doesn't wash me out, which I feel like a lot of pastel nudie dresses can do for certain people, and more often than not, a pastel color theme is exactly the color theme the guests are supposed to be going for. Now, when it comes to the styling for this particular dress, I would go for either a nude shoe to kind of prolong the silhouette, or because we have the black trim on the top of the dress, we can also add black shoes and kind of create this vertical diagonal of colors. So we have a little bit of black at the top and we would have a little bit of black at the bottom. With that being said, I'm thinking these Zara slingback heels showed the trick. Yep, I think this is pretty much it. Also, you can always tell that evening wear only when you can only wear it with heels. There are not supposed to be any daytime dresses that you can only be wearing with the heels, but yeah. This one is definitely an evening wear. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but it does have a side slit. So despite the fact that it's like a cone silhouette, it's kind of easy to walk in. Like this little top handle bag makes a little bit more sense as a part of this outfit. It's very old by the brand Manbour. I have it for over the 10 years, but it is still one of my absolute go-tos when it comes to the evening wear bags. Moving on to the next option, it is gonna be very similar to what I'm wearing right now. However, I know that not all the people like the slip dresses. They find them way too simplistic, way too minimal. They want something a little bit more different. So for that particular case, I'm gonna show a dress which is very much so in the same color palettes. Once again, I find this particular color, like the rosy champagne one, to be one of the best options you can go for in terms of a wedding guest. This dress is more of a Greek goddess wraparound toga style. I love it. It is by the brand Merokeety on Amazon. I also believe it comes like in the variety of different colors, but you already know my opinion on the champagne pink. I also shall say that this one is much more comfortable, first of all, because you have more movement in your legs, so it's more like dancing appropriate, and also like difficult terrain, shall I say, appropriate, like the sand or the grass, you know, outdoor weddings, it's summer, these things happen, as well as it's more like the dinner appropriate because it has some ruching around the stomach area and it allows you to have a dinner without any reservations, while this dress, well, not so much, shall I say, not so much. Now, when it comes to the styling, I feel like a simple sling bags are not going to work. Kind of want to wear some sandals, and I feel like it would be very fun to continue going for this kind of Greek-ish static and add something like this. Well, I am not a fan of like a wrap around sandals because I find them extremely uncomfortable and time consuming to wear, but snaky little wrap around your leg is a perfect way to go, for me at least. These heels are from Mango. They're just so cool. Also kind of elongate your leg because of this wrap around. The strict horizontal stripe can be a little bit harsh on the silhouette, but those are not very much so. And as for the back, well, I think we can kind of support the shoes here and go for a little golden clutch. Also because I feel like this color looks extremely beautiful with golden accessories, and it's summer, like what's better time to wear your gold accessories rather than like right about now. I feel like this one also from Mango would be the best because it's a little bit softer, a little bit easier, and goes well with this whole Mediterranean vibe almost. Next, for those of you who are preferring a little bit more color in their lives, or maybe, well, not generally, but during the summer want to go for something a little bit more colorful, a little bit brighter, I do have this very much so like Bridgerton-esque, but make it slightly more modern dress. It is also from Rihoas, and I love this print of them that they do, which basically, I don't know if you can see it or not. This satin material also has some flowers on it, but it's so subtle, yet such an interesting detail. I love it so much. I have three different dresses in different styles and different colors, all made out of this Rihoas material. No, but like, how cute! How absolutely adorable. I wish I had a garden wedding in the nearest future where I could wear this dress too. But that being said, because this dress is a midi and the silhouette is a little bit more playful, more of a day wedding appropriate dress, because I do feel like sometimes something like this or the other option that I've shown can be a little bit too evening for the wedding that starts at, let's say, 1 p.m. Like, doesn't really make sense. And something like this, you can easily move from the day to the night. When it comes to styling, I do have some difficulties because I feel like the best option here would be a pair of black sandals, like black simple strappy sandals, no hardware, no anything. Also something very like minimal, maybe a little bit vintage looking. It would be better if they were without a strap because the dress is already like a midi length. So if you add like an additional horizontal stripe, it wouldn't be as complimentary as the one without the stripe in terms of prolonging your silhouette. However, I do not have such a pair of sandals. I know, crazy. So instead, I'm gonna go for these basic strap around your ankle black sandals that I got from Zara, but you know, keep in mind what I just said. In all due honesty, I feel like it looks better than I thought it would, but I still stay by the statement that the no ankle strap sandals would be a more flattering option. I also put my hair in a little half down style because I feel like, once again, this dress is kind of asking for it. And as for the back, I just think that the same top handle satin would do the best here. Now, when it comes to the weddings, I'm a little bit on the conservative side of things here, so I think that wearing black or red is inappropriate unless the contrary is stated in your wedding invitation. So, if you are someone who generally prefers black and red dresses, black or red dresses, or wants to wear something like this, I find a perfect solution for you, and that would be a deep wine kind of Bordeaux red dress. And this, by the way, is also from Rihoas. So this one is very like simple, minimal in silhouette, spaghetti straps, like column maxi satin dress. But yeah, I think that the color is doing all of the talking, and it does have a slit in the back, so the walking around is not an issue. Because the dress is so simple and the color is the star, I feel like we can play on it in terms of accessorizing. So black sandals can be the way, gold heels can be the way, or a pair of like a same wine red pumps. These ones I got from Mango to elongate your legs even further. I love it. And for the back, I think we can have a little bit of fun. I think that burgundy and gold looks amazing together. So this little kind of tablet clutch I got from H&M. That was my case in point for the black and the red dresses. Now, what about the mini lengths? I think that mini length is appropriate, once again, unless the contour is stated in your wedding invitation. I wouldn't go for something too mini, extra mini, as well as something which is way too like clubbing attire, and instead pick a more simple classy silhouette. This dress I got from Rihoas. While it might seem a little bit too simple in the front, first of all, you can always accessorize around it, and second of all, it has a beautiful open back and a gorgeous, extremely cute little bow, which I find like a tasteful addition to the wedding guest attire, while probably something a little bit too sparkly would not do. So here we go with the dress. As I said, not too short, not too revealing, so perfect for the wedding guest dress. The only thing that might be a concern here is the color. So is this kind of off-white, yellowish, pearlish shade, and has like a very distinct yellow undertone. So it should be fine. And as for the styling, I would probably go for a pair of kind of similar in color of white-ish slingbacks. These ones are from Mango. I do have a lot of heels from Mango. I do find them extremely comfortable. So that would be that. And for the back, I do have this little kind of turtle shell clutch that I've got from my mother-in-law. It's vintage, and I think it brings a little something into this outfit, because I don't particularly think that the gold back would be suitable here in terms of style compilations, and I do not think the black one would do too, due to the contrast being too harsh. And I similarly do not think that off-white back would be nice here, because it might just get lost. So the turtle shell brown seems to be a good idea to go for. The last but not the least, I do have an option for those of you who do not like dresses, who do not wear dresses, who do not feel comfortable while wearing dresses, and that is totally okay. Once again, you can always go for a trouser suit. Always an option, just make sure to pick a color that would be more like event rather than day to wear 9 to 5 office job kind of suit. I feel like I already mentioned this option, so I've decided to show you something slightly different. Trousers included, no worries, and you will have to turn on your imagination a little bit, because the trousers that I do have are white, and it's not like they're the dress, but once again, depending on the bride, some might mind, some might not. So just to be on the safe side, I would prefer the trousers to be closer to the color of the dress I'm wearing right now, but I do not have such trousers. So we are going to be utilizing these white ones from Zara for the purposes of this video. And I feel like something like this, a top that kind of imitates the tweed jacket, but it's not a tweed jacket, it's an actual top, meaning it's breathable, so you wouldn't suffocate while wearing it, is a great option for the summer. So yeah, let's pretend that the top and the trousers are closer to each other in terms of the color, and that would be like a much better view. But as for the styling, honestly, a pair of white pumps shall do. I do have this little clutch with a huge pinstripe that I got years ago from Aliexpress, and it is kind of my go-to evening wear bag when the outfit needs something a little bit more unexpected. Like, you know, right now it's all too classy, so if I go for your regular top handle bag, it can be, well, not boring, but I wouldn't say like event-ish. In particular, particular, like if I switch the heels for a similar pair of Mary Janes or ballet flats, I could be going to grab a coffee with my friend looking like this. Something unexpected, like a huge pinstripe, elevates the bag to the level of event wear, if it makes any sense. Well, those, ladies and gentlemen, were all of the ideas I wanted to share with you in terms of what to wear to the wedding as a wedding guest. If you have enjoyed it and you want to show your support, you can leave a like to this video, subscribe to this channel. I would appreciate that very much. Also check out my other social medias if you like the vibes, and other than that, I'll see you in the next one. So bye bye.